The Brooklyn Nets have turned things around after a rocky start to the season, and much of that turnaround happened after a change at the head coaching position. New coach, head coach that is, Jacque Vaughn, has the Nets back among the top teams in the NBA's Eastern Conference. And this week, New York Post sports columnist Steve Serby chatted with Vaughn, and now I'm going to have a chat with Steve about his latest Q&A. Steve, how is it going?
It's going great, Dex. How about you?
Going well. Can't complain. No flannels for either of us this week, but we're still looking good.
That'll be fixed soon enough.
That I'm sure it will. On your end, I'm definitely sure that it will. Now, Steve, Vaughn, he has prior head coaching experience, but he was an assistant under former Brooklyn Nets head coach Steve Nash, and now he has a chance to lead this Brooklyn group. So what is his approach to running the show this time around?
Well, he likes to tell every day he walks in to greet his team, he will say good morning, because that's his time to give, not to take. And he prides himself on being a people person, a guy who can connect with his players. He loves coaching in Brooklyn, thinks he's the right man for the job, loves the community, walks 18 minutes to Barclays and 18 minutes from Barclays on game day, listening to Curtis Mayfield on his way there and maybe some Nina Simone on his way out. He's proud to represent the community. And his quote to me about motivation was, people will always remember how you make them feel. And that's why he says good morning every morning to his players, and they appreciate him for being him. He's a real person.
I like that. And if I ever see him walking down Flatbush and Atlantic around that area in Brooklyn, I'm going to ask him if he's listening to some Curtis Mayfield or Nina Simone. Good music choices there, Mr. Vaughn. Now, Vaughn, he sports a strong beard, I should say, as Steve doesn't have and I don't have. We do not have a strong beard like that. And you guys
whiskers.
You got whiskers. I got whiskers. And you guys talked a bit about his facial hair. He feels that his beard reflects the Brooklyn Nets. So what did he tell you about that? That was rather interesting. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, well, he's got a little gray in it, a little white in it that represents maybe some of the experienced players on the team. And then he's got other parts of it that are still growing, which he likes to liken to the development of his team. And here's his quote: "The beard is a little bit of what I am now. There's some young and old in me. There's some experience in me. It's forever growing. At the same time, it's growing at different rates. It's kind of who we are." And I love that. Excuse me. He started growing it about a year ago. His wife wasn't crazy about it at the start. She likes it now, but it's him. He wakes up. He tells me the beard is a mess in the morning, but then he grooms it and he makes himself look presentable the way he tries to make his Brooklyn Nets team presentable to the community that he loves.
I like that. I really like that. I do not have the patience to grow the beard, at least not yet, but I can appreciate Coach Vaughn's beard. And the Nets, they are growing, Steve. They are having some growth here in the season. We'll see if they're able to grow more, but it's good words from head coach Jacque Vaughn. Please check out that Q&A with Steve and Jacque Vaughn. It is a really good one for you to check out. And Steve, next time I see you next week for Sundays with Serby, I expect you to be growing the beard. That's what the people want to see.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, mine wouldn't have any brown or black in it. Mine would be completely gray or white.
I think so. I think that's what we would predict.
And actually, that was the reason I shaved my mustache many years ago, because it looked like I had just drank a quart of milk. So I had to get rid of it.
Yeah, but the thing going for you there is if you need to ever, put on the Santa costume, especially at this time of year, and play Santa, that could work for you as well, too.
That's true. And I am a giver, not a taker.
That is indeed. That is the great New York Post sports columnist, Steve Serby. Steve, as always, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you, Dex.